Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for another Throwback Thursday. I am not really throwing back. I'm at the point now that I have pretty much scrapped everything on my phone, so I'm going to have to start digging out old flash drives, old hard drives for my really old pictures, and I am planning to do that here in the next month or so. But that being said, I found a card online that I really loved, and I thought that would be such a quick and easy 1, 2, 3 layout that I'm going to do that. And I have a ton of pictures of my very best boy, my baby, Toby. And so I said, that's what we're going to use for this layout. I'm going to do a Toby layout. I haven't done a Toby layout in a while. I have so many pictures of my Tobster, and it's actually going to be, instead of a 1, 2, 3 layout, it's going to be a 1, 2, 1 layout. This layout is one cut. That's it. So we're going to start with 2 base pieces of paper. I am going to have 1 designer sheet of paper, and then I am going to do 1 cut, and that's it. So let me bring in my mat. And I just need 1, and what I'm going to do is I am going to take my designer sheet of paper here, and I want to mark it. And so I am going to mark it at 5.5 inches down. So when I'm looking at my mat, it's at the pretty much at the 6.5 mark, and then over here I'm going up 4.5 is where I'm going to mark the first one. And then I'm going to go up 4.5. So on this side, I'm marking it up at 9.5, which is really 4.5. So you're marking it 5.5 inches down on the left and 4.5 inches up on the right. And that's it. Now we're going to bring in our trimmer. And what I'm going to do in my trimmer is I'm going to line up those 2 hatch marks as best as you can. Now, it's going to go over a little tiny bit, but you can see where the dashed lines are on both of those 2 measurements. So you can still get most of your cut. So if you look, when I'm putting it in here, hopefully you can see, I'm lining it up so you can still see where that dashed line is. All right, so let me line it up here on my cutting. And I'm going to cut my paper. Now, it didn't quite get it here, so I am going to take my scissors and just snip that very first edge. That's it. That is your cut. 1 cut. You cut it 5.5 inches down on the left to 4.5 inches down on the right. So now let me bring in my mats. Michelle, I'm bringing in my mats. Just want to make sure that you saw. Get it all lined up here. And I'm going to put my designer sheet of papers down. And I did mess this sheet up, so I want to make sure that that messed up spot is going to be hidden. I'm sticking it down on the left side. I have a non-directional paper, so it doesn't matter which way I place it down. If yours is directional, you would want to pay attention. This sheet will go on the right side. And this one goes on the, oops, I did it wrong, you guys, sorry. This one goes on the right, and this one goes on the left. So that's it. That is the layout. How fun, right? So then I'm going to bring in my pictures. And Toby's going to go here. And this cute Toby's going to go there. I definitely have a way that I'm doing this because of the way that Toby's looking. He's looking this way, so I want him over here on the right hand side. Over here, he's obsessing with the ball. So here's my layout, my first pass of the layout. All right, so these are the pictures I have. printed so far. And then I do have all of these embellishments from a collection that I hadn't used in a long time. So I thought I would put him there, and then this little sticker here because it's so cute. Like that. And then this was from a really old collection. It says, love is a four-legged word. I'm going to put him up there. And then this sticker collection probably here. So that will give me my 3 embellishment clusters. And then I did see this cute laser border, which I'm going to put down through the center. And I don't want to stick it in quite yet because I haven't adhered everything down. So let me go ahead and adhere this down real quick. I'm going to take my sticker now. Because we're at an angle, it's not going to go all the way across, but it's going to be close enough that I'm going to be okay with it. Super cute. Now, I'll be honest, as I'm looking at this now, this will probably get tucked underneath. As I'm looking at this now, I'm going to tell you that I will probably mat all of these pictures before I'm done. And I think I need another picture here too. So I will probably add and tuck under another picture there. This one will get tucked under, and then I will probably mat all of those as well. Because I'm only putting this in just a few spots, when I put it down, it will allow me to be able to go ahead and tuck in any pictures if I want to put them underneath. This was the card. The card was just the base, and then they just had a thank you through the middle. And I thought, oh, that's so easy. That we could easily do that. Again, I'll probably, I don't know, Toby's so cute here. I may end up cutting this and putting the ends on just the tips so that it will go all the way, because I'll probably keep him out. There it is. And as you guys know, I'm a heart girl, so I will probably add some hearts on here. There's lots of hearts. Maybe some paw prints. Anyway, I'll play around with the embellishments, but this is the layout. And that took me, what, maybe 5 minutes? It was simple. You cut this one down 5.5 inches. You cut this one up 4.5 inches, or not cut them, you mark them, and then just cut in a horizontal. I like it because it's just a little bit wonky, but it's still very fun. I just, I'm a matte girl, and I like the white okay, but I think if I pull this in, I'll just like it a little bit better. Let's just try it. Let's just see what we think, ladies. So I just cut it at 4 1/4, and now I'm going to cut it at 6 1/4. What do you think? What do you think? I like it. You know, I may end up double matting these. Oh, we might get crazy, girls. We might just get crazy. Let's look at my scraps. Let's just take a look. I have a good scrap piece. Of course, I have nothing. Well, you'll get the idea. It might be fun if we threw in a couple different colors. Yep, that's what I'm going to end up doing. I will probably do my little ones in blue, and then I'll probably mat my big ones in red. I might double mat my big ones in blue and red. I'll just have to play with that. And I need to print one more picture, and then I will embellish it up. But this is where I'm starting from. As you all know, It always changes by the time I post it, but hopefully not this time. I'm pretty happy and excited with this layout. Anyway, that's it. That is your Throwback Thursday 1-2-1. It's 1 designer sheet, 2 base papers, and 1 cut. That's all that we did. All right, ladies, I hope that you have a great rest of the week, and I will talk with you soon. Bye.